All right, it's time for question number 2. Your questions throughout the week. If you have any questions that you want to be heard on this show or you want to be answered on this show, please send them to info@livewellfurnishings.com. And we will be glad to answer them. Mel has actually put up the Fishbowl mug on the sales floor too for people to ask their questions there. We've gotten a couple of really good questions that way. So yeah,
put them in the comments.
All right, so okay, I have a memory foam mattress that started having body impressions in just 3 months. Why is this happening? I thought these mattresses I thought these mattresses lasted longer than the regular mattresses. So
I can answer that.
There's many parts to that question. What do you got? Your turn.
Is it Elon Musk pause? All right. So it's because her memory foam lost its memory.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. That's sad. That's horrible. That's what happens.
Could you give them a real answer, maybe?
What was the question?
Okay.
I was so focused on my answer.
She was so focused on her joke that she just did that. Okay. I have a memory foam mattress that started having a body impression in just 3 months. Why?
Oh, well, it held its memory pretty well.
For 3 months? It's holding its memory, that's for sure.
It didn't want to forget it was holding on. Sometimes we hold on to stuff that we should just forget.
This isn't the real answer, by the way.
Why did it happen?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the science behind this.
Yes, please.
Memory foam comes in different types of grades. There's cheap memory foam. Some of that cheap stuff is pretty toxic. It's no good. It's not good for the environment. Some of the higher grade memory foam, so when you're thinking about making memory foams, it's going to be poured into like a big old block. It looks like a big cement truck, a big chunk of cheese. And then it gets sliced just like cheese, and the stuff that's on the bottom is very dense. The stuff that's on top is really fluffy. This fluffy stuff on top, just like the head of a beer, is really cheap. That denser foam is going to be your high premium grade foam, and then it's pressure tested, and they take these big rollers and they squish it and they make it where they squeeze as much of the air, and so that it has a really good cellular structure.
It's called pre-stressed.
Okay, so that pre-stressed stuff maintains its shape longer and can last 10 or 12 years. That cheap stuff, they just want to pop it out, they want to get it out of the door. It hasn't been pre-pressure tested at all.
No pre-stress.
So it's kind of weak, and the more you lay in it, you create this nice body impression, and you sink down because the cellular little pockets within that structure become weak. The other problem with really cheap memory foams is that higher grades are gel infused, but some of that memory foam, it reacts to ambient temperature. So that ambient temperature, if it's really hot in your room, it's going to make it really soft and pliable.
Right.
But if it's cold, it's going to be cold as a rock. And this was not a cheap memory foam mattress. This started with a big old T, and it got really hard in the wintertime and super squishy soft in the summertime. So you got to be careful with those memory foams. But I am guessing that the quality of memory foam she purchased was maybe not top shelf.
Yeah, I think it was a little cheapy that had not been pre-stressed. So now pre-stressed memory foam, I mean, you could start off with a 6-foot stack of memory foam, and then once the hydraulics press it for a couple hours, you end up with about 4 feet, maybe even 3 feet of memory foam, because all of that extra air, all of that extra fluff has been taken out, and then you slice it. That's pre-stressed memory foam. It costs them twice as much to do it that way, and that's why you see a price difference between an online $8.99, $6.99 bed to a in-store $11 to $12.99 bed. So that's the difference there. To answer his question about, I thought that these mattresses lasted longer than regular ones, I'm gonna have to say that I don't know where he heard this. I think he thinks that all foam is better than having a spring mattress, and that is not true in any way, shape, or form. Springs are actually very good to rely on. That actually isn't the first part of a bed to go. It's actually the foundation. Yeah, yeah. So that's a really good question.
Yeah, that's the physics of it. It breaks down there first. I would definitely check that foundation. I missed that part.
Yeah,
that was pretty sciencey.
Well, we didn't know if it was platform or whatever. So yeah. All right, that's a wonderful question.
And if you think that was awesome information, then you can catch the full episode of Fishbowl right here, or subscribe to our channel and catch every Fishbowl every Saturday after 2 p.m. Hope to see you soon.